Okay, so last night or this morning, I had a lot of thoughts in my head about lions and lion people because all the Hollywood people have puffy lion faces, and that's supposed to be sacred. Like the lions are supposed to be the good people, not the bad people. And look what I found. 8 ways the Tudors shaped modern Christmas. So my heraldry is exactly the same as the Tudors, and I can't find anybody in my heraldry before 1400 when the Tudors were there. So I am a Tudor, and I believe in Christmas, but my family thinks it's a demonic. The history of Christmas is long and complicated, but by the 16th century, when Henry VIII ruled England, it was beginning to resemble the holiday we know today in some important ways. It may surprise you to learn that some of our favorite traditions of the Christmas season date back to Tudor times, including singing Christmas carols, giving gifts, eating turkey, and even kissing under the mistletoe. Okay, the 12 days of Christmas. And they said it was Hanukkah. The Tudors are not Jewish. Hello. Ding, ding, ding. At least we don't think so. During the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas Day, known as Advent, most people observed a period of fasting up to and including Christmas Eve. Then the celebrations began and continued for 12 days, from December 25th to January 6th. And what day do they celebrate Christmas in Russia? Isn't it January 6th or 7th? Mm-hmm. The 3 biggest celebrations fell on Christmas Day, New Year's, and Epiphany. And we do not celebrate Epiphany anymore, even though it's in the Bible. Can you believe that? Weird. I mean, somebody might celebrate it, but we don't have it as a national holiday. Okay, or 12th night. So the Epiphany is the 12th night on January 6th, which honors the arrival of the 3 kings or the 3 wise men, Magi, to see the baby Jesus. I believe that. I've seen some wise men come out. Though people in Tudor times marked the beginning of the year on March 25th. See? When they held the Feast of the Annunciation, celebrating and exchanging gifts on January 1st, was a holdover from Roman times, when that date was considered the beginning of the year. All work except taking care of animals would stop during the 12-day stretch, as everyone from laborers to noblemen devoted themselves to the enjoyment of the Christmas season. Work began again on the first Monday after 12th night, known as Plough Night. There they are, celebrating Christmas. This is an English hot mold punch being brought house to house during the Christmas season. That's cool. So today we may recognize the word from classic Christmas carols like the wassail song, and here we come a wassailing. But what did it mean to go a wassailing in Tudor times? During the Christmas season, and particularly on 12th night, groups of people traveled from house to house singing to their neighbors and wishing them good health. As they did, they passed around the communal wassail bowl, a vessel filled with warm ale, wine, or cider mixed with spices and honey. The word wassail is believed to come from the old Anglo-Saxon toast was heal, meaning be well or be in good health. Another type of wassailing took place mostly in the country and involved the blessings of orchids and fruit trees rather than people, though it also prioritized communal drinking, a holdover from pagan times. This version of wassailing is still around today in cider-producing areas of England and Woodstock, Vermont, among other places. Pretty interesting. And then over time, the custom of wassailing would become tied up with another Christmas tradition of the Tudor period, caroling. Christmas carols at the time were mostly religious in nature. Look, every Christmas song talks about baby Jesus, and my mom says Christmas is demonic, but Christmas is about Jesus. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Don't say things unless you really know the history, because you're screwing yourself. Okay, Christmas carols at the time were mostly religious in nature, based around the nativity story. Though some covered themes like hunting or feasting, some Christmas carols popular during the Tudor period have endured to this day in different forms. We wish you a Merry Christmas, good King Wenceslas, and the first Noel. In the 17th century, Puritans in both England and America would ban all Christmas festivals, and caroling didn't become customary again until Victorian times. Why would they ban it back then? Children receiving presents at Christmas morning. Pretty cool. The ordinary citizens of Tudor England may have simply given gifts on New Year's Day. In the spirit of Christmas, royal gifts took on a wider political significance. On the first day of 1532, for example, King Henry VIII accepted a gift from Anne Boleyn, a set of Pyrenean boar spears. Spears! Holy cow! But rejected the gold cup given him by his then wife, Catherine of Aragon, whom he was trying to divorce at the time. In 1572, Henry and Anne's daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, was forced to refuse an impressive jewel given to her by the Duke of Norfolk. At that time, Norfolk was imprisoned in the Tower of London for allegedly conspiring to replace Elizabeth and the English throne with Mary, Queen of Scots. He was executed later that year. They did not want the Tudors to continue. They put other people in, and then they said any Catholics were bad and treasonous, and they killed them all. And that's how the Tudors ended. Not cool, man. The kissing bow. Let's keep going. The Christmas tree tradition, as we know it, likely began in Germany during the 16th century, but it didn't become widespread in England until some 300 years later. Before then, the most popular decoration in people's houses during the Yuletide season was the kissing bow. Write the authors of A Tudor Christmas. Kissing bows were woven wooden hoops hung with evergreens, Hillary Clinton's code name, like holly and bay leaves, and suspended from the ceiling. Of course, a sprig of mistletoe was a must for any kissing bow. The tradition of kissing under that parasitic plant goes back as far as ancient Greece due to mistletoe's association with fertility. That means making a child, bringing baby Jesus into the world. Get it? Look at those cute little pies. Mince pies. Ugh. All right, one more. According to Weir and Clark, the historical record shows the first turkeys arriving in England from the New World. Oh, you mean America? In 1526, or right in the middle of Henry VIII's reign. Though the most common celebratory fare for Christmas being during Tudor times remained the boar's head, usually displayed on a platter with an apple stuffed into its mouth. Wealthier dinners could enjoy a particular delicacy at the time, the Tudor Christmas pie. This creation which was not for the faint of heart, consisted of a turkey stuffed with a goose. It's almost like turducken, which was stuffed with a chicken, which was stuffed with a partridge, which was filled with a pigeon, all baked in. Okay, here's your songs. No, thank you. 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge, all baked in a pastry coffin. Pretty cool. A family bringing home their Yule log. Oh, that's a big Yule log. The Yule log. The tradition of burning the Yule log, which would spawn a tasty cake and thousands of YouTube videos, is thought to have originated with Viking invaders who made bonfires to celebrate the winter solstice. The word Yule, which actually comes from the Old Norse Joel, a heathen midwinter festival lasting 12 days, has long been used in English as a synonym for Christmas. So we get Christmas from the Tudors. The Tudors get it from the Vikings. We don't even know if the Vikings are really the Vikings. Like, they could have changed it. In the Tudor period, many families would head to the woods on Christmas Eve and select a log. which they would decorate with ribbons and set ablaze. After keeping it burning during the 12 days of Christmas, they would keep a charred remnant of the log. This was considered good luck for the year to come and would be used to help kindle the next year's Christmas Eve fire. Now, I'm going to tell you that ash and burnt wood, that is the basis of all life. So they told us about Hanukkah. The Jews are lying to us. The 12 days of Christmas never came from the Jews. It came from the Tudors. Hello. They lie a lot.